Welcome to another one of my presentations on structural engineering. My name's Bob Johnson, and for over 30 years I've been doing outreach activities on structural engineering to children and students of all ages at various STEM expos, including the huge IIT STEM Expo in Wheaton, Illinois, that generally draws about 2,000 people. Take a look on Google and look it up. Today, we're going to be talking about arches. If you know your history, go back to the Roman ages, and the Romans built a tremendous amount of structures using arches, including the great aqueducts and also the Roman Colosseum. Let's take a look at how they behave. Here we have an arch. I'm going to show it to you in terms of how it functions. The Romans built bricks along this section and then took this piece out and they built an arch. And you can see here with this arch, it stands up. The reason it stands up is it's anchored at the ends. Engineers call these dead men. If I didn't have that dead men here to anchor the arch would fall down. So here we have a simple demonstration of how an arch bridges this area and supports the weight. Let's take another look at what we can do with arches. I have here my support. This kind of represents a canyon or a riverbed. We take our piece of cardboard here, and what I show to children is I give them these two pieces of cardboard. And now we're going to try to hold up the weights. And you can see it's not going to be able to hold up the weight. So I asked the children, what can we do with these pieces of cardboard to hold up these weights? And invariably, some of the children will come up with the fact we need an arch. And we put the arch in here. Notice we've anchored it at the ends. And then with the other piece of cardboard, which is the road bed, we put it on here. And our arch can hold up the roadway. There's other types of arches and how they're supported. Remember what I said, if we don't anchor it at the end, the arch straightens out or falls down. You'll see a lot of these arches, by the way, in big river canyons. A real new one that opened up is in front of the Hoover Dam. Here's something else we can do with arches that the engineers sometimes use. This is called a tied arch. We still have the arch, but we tie it at the bottom. And now we can put the weight on. And because the arch is tied, this piece here is what ties the ends together. We call this a tied arch, and you can see that string is tightened. Finally, let's take it one step further. We have this bridge here. We've tied it across here with our road bed. There's generally girders across here that ties the arch. And then we hang the road bed with these suspenders. And now we can load up the tied arch to carry the weights. So here we have some of the examples to show how arches function. As I conclude, I like to give you a statement. The famed engineer Theodore von Karman once said, the scientists discover the world that exists. Engineers create the world that never was. So just remember, you'll be studying science, but engineers make it work.